Have you ever wondered if you might be in the final year of your life? There are signs, subtle yet powerful, that our bodies send us, and often we overlook them. But here's a hard truth. These signs could be warning signals of something bigger happening. I remember a story a friend of mine once shared with me. He's in his late 80s now, and he told me how he began to notice changes in his body as he reached his final years. He didn't understand what was happening at first, but soon he realized those changes weren't just aging. They were serious signs he couldn't ignore. Now, I want to ask you, are you paying attention to what your body might be trying to tell you? Often, we hope for a long, healthy life, but there are little things we miss, and they could be the key to understanding our future. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 signs that many older adults face as they approach the final year of life. I'll also offer simple, practical advice on how to identify them early and take better care of yourself. Before we dive in, I want you to remember, you are not alone in this journey. If any of these signs resonate with you, leave a comment and let's start the conversation. 1. Sign 1. Chronic fatigue. Have you ever felt tired, even after a full night's sleep? You get into bed, sleep through the night, and yet, when you wake up, you still feel exhausted. It's like no matter how much rest you get, the fatigue never really goes away. This isn't just a case of needing a little more sleep. It's that deep, constant feeling of being drained. And if this sounds familiar, it could be a warning sign that your body is trying to tell you something. Fatigue that lingers day after day can often point to something more serious than just a busy lifestyle. It could be a sign that your body is struggling in some way. Your energy is running low, and it might not be because of lack of sleep or too much work. In fact, this type of tiredness can often be linked to other health issues, from nutrition problems to lack of physical activity or even emotional stress. Ignoring it might seem like the easier option, but this constant exhaustion could be your body saying, I need some attention. So what can you do about it? The first step is to make sure you're taking care of yourself in the simplest ways. Start by looking at what you're putting into your body. Are you eating enough whole foods, drinking enough water, and getting the right nutrients? A lot of times, chronic fatigue can come from being dehydrated or not getting enough vitamins and minerals. Simple changes like eating more fruits and vegetables, drinking more water, and reducing sugar can make a huge difference in your energy levels. And then there's exercise. Now, I'm not talking about signing up for a marathon or doing intense workouts at the gym. The key is to start slow and easy. Something like going for a 20-minute walk every day can do wonders for your energy. Stretching, even simple yoga, can also help wake up your body and get those energy levels back on track. I want to share a story with you about Mary, a close friend of mine. For months, she felt like she was walking through life in a haze of exhaustion. She'd sleep a full 8 hours, but by the afternoon, she was already feeling drained again. She didn't understand why. It wasn't until she spoke with her doctor that she realized her lifestyle wasn't as healthy as she thought. Her diet was lacking, and she wasn't moving enough. So, she made a few simple changes. She started drinking more water, took a daily walk in her neighborhood, and focused on eating more balanced meals. Within just a few weeks, she felt like a new person. The constant tiredness that had been weighing her down lifted, and her energy returned. Mary's story isn't unique. Many of us experience similar struggles without realizing that it could be something as simple as a few lifestyle adjustments that make the difference. When your body is constantly tired, it's trying to tell you that something isn't quite right. So, before you chalk it up to just getting older or being busy, take a moment to think about what changes you could make today. Small actions, drinking more water, taking short walks, improving your diet, can help you regain that spark of energy. Remember, don't let fatigue become your new normal. If you're constantly tired, it's time to listen to your body and take action. You have the power to make changes that can bring back your energy and improve your overall health. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you struggling with constant fatigue? No matter how much rest you get, do you still feel drained? If so, comment 1 below and let's talk about what you're going through. Together, we can share tips and advice to help you feel more energized and live your life with more vitality. You don't have to go through this alone. We're all in this together. 2. Sign 2. Decreased cognitive function and memory loss. Have you ever found yourself forgetting little things, like where you left your keys or the name of someone you just met? Maybe it's becoming harder to remember important conversations or details you used to retain easily. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. It's common for our memory and cognitive function to change as we get older, but there's a point where these lapses could be more than just a normal part of aging. Memory loss or decreased cognitive ability can feel frustrating, even a little frightening. It's easy to brush it off as just part of getting older, but when you start forgetting things that you didn't before, it might be a sign that something needs attention. The good news is, there's a lot you can do to keep your mind sharp and improve your memory. So, what can you do to prevent these cognitive changes from becoming worse? Start by engaging your brain every day. Just like you'd exercise your body to keep it strong, you need to exercise your mind. Reading, doing puzzles, learning something new, these are all great ways to keep your brain active. Even simple tasks like learning a new hobby or practicing a new skill can help improve your cognitive function. For example, Tom, a family member of mine, started experiencing memory lapses a few years ago. He'd forget things he used to remember effortlessly, like names or important dates. At first, he thought it was just a normal sign of aging, but then it started happening more frequently. Tom decided to take action. He began attending memory training classes and reading every day to keep his mind engaged. Over time, he noticed significant improvement. His memory became sharper, and he felt more mentally clear. This story is a reminder that our minds are just like our bodies. They need exercise too. By keeping your brain active and challenging yourself to learn new things, you can actually improve your cognitive health and even slow down memory loss. It's important to recognize that even small efforts, like learning a new language or doing crosswords, can have a huge impact. The lesson here is that memory loss doesn't have to be an inevitable part of aging. Yes, we all forget things sometimes, but if you notice it happening more often or in ways that start to disrupt your life, it's time to take action. Keeping your brain active, engaged, and challenged can help keep those lapses in check. And now, I want to hear from you. Are you experiencing memory problems? Do you find yourself forgetting things you didn't used to? If so, comment too below and share your experience. Together, we can support each other in finding ways to improve our memory and keep our minds sharp as we age. Let's keep the conversation going and help each other stay mentally healthy. 3. Sign 3. Unexplained weight loss or gain. Have you noticed that your weight is fluctuating in ways that don't make sense? Maybe you've been losing weight without trying, or on the flip side, you're gaining weight despite not changing your diet or activity levels. Either way, unexplained changes in your weight can be a sign that your body is telling you something. When we talk about weight changes, it's not just about vanity or fitting into clothes. There's a deeper connection to your health. Sudden or unexpected weight loss, especially when it's not due to changes in diet or exercise, could indicate an underlying health issue. Likewise, unexplained weight gain can sometimes be a sign of metabolic or hormonal changes that need attention. So, what should you do if you notice these weight changes? First, try to evaluate your lifestyle. Are you eating enough or eating the right foods? Are you physically active or are you sitting for long periods? Both weight loss and weight gain can happen when your body is trying to compensate for something, whether it's stress, hormonal changes, or a change in your activity level. If you've noticed this happening, it's worth considering a checkup with your doctor to rule out any health conditions. Let me share a story about Sarah, a dear friend of mine, who noticed some strange weight changes over the course of a few months. Sarah had always maintained a steady weight, but suddenly she began losing weight without changing her diet. She felt fine, but it was a bit alarming. After a checkup, it turned out that her thyroid was not functioning properly, which was causing her to lose weight. Once she got the proper treatment, her weight stabilized. On the other hand, John, another friend of mine, began to notice unexplained weight gain, even though his eating habits and activity levels hadn't changed. He tried to lose the extra pounds, but they wouldn't budge. A visit to his doctor revealed that his metabolism had slowed down significantly, which is common with age. With a new exercise routine and some dietary adjustments, John was able to regain control over his weight. These stories remind us that weight changes, while common, shouldn't be ignored. They can point to underlying issues that might need medical attention. Whether it's a thyroid problem, hormonal imbalance, or something else, it's important to stay on top of these changes and seek help when necessary. The lesson here is clear. If your weight is changing unexpectedly, don't just assume it's due to aging. Pay attention to what your body is telling you and take steps to address it. A visit to your doctor might be the first step in understanding what's going on, and there's no shame in seeking help to manage your health. If you've experienced unexplained weight changes, I'd love to hear from you. Are you dealing with weight loss or gain that you can't explain? Comment 3 below and share your story. Let's support each other in understanding these changes and finding ways to manage our health together. 4. Sign 4. Difficulty breathing or shortness of breath. Have you noticed that you're getting winded more easily than you used to? Maybe climbing a flight of stairs leaves you out of breath, or even simple activities like walking around the house seem to leave you gasping for air. Difficulty breathing or shortness of breath can be more than just a sign of aging. It can be an important signal from your body that something is going on. It's easy to brush off shortness of breath as just a part of getting older. After all, as we age, our bodies naturally experience some wear and tear. But when it becomes a regular occurrence, especially when it happens without exertion, it's important to take it seriously. Difficulty breathing can indicate a variety of health conditions, ranging from heart problems to lung issues, so it's best to address it early. So, what can you do if you start noticing you're getting out of breath more often? First, take note of any patterns. Are you noticing this while doing everyday tasks? Does it happen when you're resting? If it's only happening during physical activity, it could just be a sign that your body needs to build more stamina. However, if you're getting short of breath even when you're sitting still, it's important to talk to your doctor. I want to share a story about Bill, a friend of mine. Bill always enjoyed walking around his neighborhood every morning. But recently, he found himself needing to stop for breaks, even when walking at a slower pace. At first, he thought it was just a result of aging. But as his breathing continued to worsen, he went to see his doctor. It turned out that Bill had developed early-stage heart disease, and the shortness of breath was one of the signs. Thanks to early intervention, Bill was able to manage his condition and improve his overall health with medication and lifestyle changes. This is a reminder that shortness of breath isn't something to ignore, especially if it's new or worsening. If it's affecting your day-to-day life, it's time to get checked out. Early diagnosis can lead to better outcomes, and it's always better to be proactive. The key takeaway here is that if you find yourself struggling to catch your breath, don't just brush it off. It could be an important clue that your heart or lungs need attention. Seek advice from your healthcare provider, and don't wait until the symptoms get worse. If you've experienced difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, I want to hear from you. Have you noticed this happening more often? Comment 4 below and let's share our experiences. You're not alone, and we can support each other in maintaining our health. 5. Sign 5. Unexplained weight loss. Have you noticed that your clothes are fitting differently, or that the number on the scale is dropping without any changes to your diet or exercise routine? Unexplained weight loss can be a concerning sign, especially if it happens suddenly or without any clear reason. While losing a few pounds here and there might not be alarming, significant or rapid weight loss without trying to lose weight can indicate an underlying health issue. Many people assume that weight loss is a positive sign, especially when we're trying to stay fit and healthy. But when the weight drops off unexpectedly, it can point to problems with your metabolism, digestive system, or other critical functions in the body. Conditions like diabetes, thyroid problems, or even certain cancers can cause sudden weight loss. So, while it might seem like a harmless change, it's definitely worth paying attention to. What should you do if you notice weight loss without an explanation? The first step is to keep track of any other symptoms that come with it. Are you feeling more tired than usual? Are you losing muscle mass or noticing changes in your appetite? If so, it's a good idea to consult your doctor to rule out any potential issues. While some weight loss can be related to simple aging or lifestyle changes, if it's significant or happens quickly, it's time for a professional evaluation. Let me tell you about Sarah, a woman I've known for years. Sarah had always been a healthy weight, and she didn't think much about her eating habits until she started noticing her pants getting looser even though she hadn't changed anything. At first, she thought it was just a fluke, but after several months of steady weight loss, she decided to get checked. Sarah was diagnosed with an overactive thyroid, which had been causing her body to burn calories faster than she could replenish them. Fortunately, after starting treatment for her thyroid condition, she was able to regain her weight and feel more energized. This just goes to show how important it is to listen to your body. Unexplained weight loss is not something to take lightly, especially if it's sudden or unintentional. By catching the issue early, you'll have a better chance at managing it before it becomes more serious. The takeaway here is simple. If you're losing weight without trying or without a clear reason, don't wait for it to stop on its own. Pay attention to the bigger picture of your health and talk to your healthcare provider to figure out what's going on. If you've experienced unexplained weight loss, I'd love to hear about it. Have you noticed any changes in your weight that you can't explain? Comment 5 below and share your experience. Remember, you're not in this alone. Together, we can help each other stay healthy and informed. Remember, if you're feeling persistent fatigue, struggling with memory, or noticing changes in your eating habits, these are signs you shouldn't ignore. It's never easy to face the possibility that we might be in the final years of our lives, but recognizing these signs gives you the power to make changes now. Taking control of your health and your life is possible, even as age changes your body. You don't have to wait for others to respect you. Your actions, the way you live, can inspire those around you. You can still be the source of motivation, whether for your family, friends, or even strangers, just by choosing to take care of yourself today. If this video resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with your loved ones, so they can also take action before it's too late. And make sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Together, we can change things starting right now. Let's make these small changes to improve our lives today.